Guillemon Redfur. Guillemon Redfur.
Guillemon Redfur.
That's actually pretty good. No.
Guillemon Redfur.
Guillemon.
Gila Monster.
Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Threshold. Let's go around and meet the players. We're going to start on this end this time.
Hello, I'm Patrick. I play a level 7 ranger named Renee Bontemps, but you can call me Slick. And excited.
I am Sir Reynard, Knight of the Rose. I'm a level 7 fighter.
And who are you?
Oh, I'm Eric. Yes. Sorry.
That's fine. I'm Zach. I'm playing a 7th level Wug priest who's a cleric. And his name is Guillemon Redfoot.
Steely Core.
You'll get there. You'll get there.
Hey everybody, I'm Casey. I play Clarion Jones. Master Bard of the lute variety. And I have not forgotten the face of my father.
Oh, that's cool. Hey everyone, my name is Brian. I play Jamie Something, a level 8 warlock. I have been trying to forget the face of my father.
And his magically held on beard.
Yes, his magic beard. So that's me.
All right. So if you guys will remember last time, you arrived, well, some of you arrived in the homeland, and it was the swamp meet. You met up. You guys decided to go get some bread bowls at Clarion's dad's house, but he was dead. So you guys searched through his house. You talked to his dead body. You found evidence of time travel potions and magic guns in the well, I guess regular guns. I don't know if they're magic, but guns which certainly look like magic. And some people came out through a rip in what appears to be time. To fight you, and you took care of them.
Does transplanar travel and time travel make the same ozone smell?
So the ozone smell comes because it's stuff that touch. So all the floating material plane bubbles, right, are within the ethereal sea, and it's the ethereal plane that actually is that ozone smell that you're smelling. So anytime you're plane or traveling,
that's a way more detailed answer than I expected. So thank you.
Yeah, I've thought about this hard. There's a chart. It's on the wiki.
Cut to.
Wait, we have a wiki?
There we go.
All right. I love that new app.
And I can do GCGD.
Yeah.
Now I just have to memorize the lyrics.
Yeah.
Find the other lyrics.
So, let's pick up. There's a loud bang as Clarion fires, as figuring out the pistol, firing it up. The night has passed uneventfully, and you awaken in Clarion's house. You maybe clean it up a little bit. The bodies have been burned out back. Squeeze is sitting there with the digesting man inside of her. That's so gross.
You put your ear up to it and listen. It's like
you can still hear the screams.
Sometimes.
So you guys you burn the bodies. Clarion, you're practicing your guns. You find that they aim pretty similarly to a crossbow. Loading them is a little bit more difficult though.
Okay.
So you can still fire them with your offhand, but it's going to be harder to load them. There's a special feat for that. What next?
Well, I suppose we should get this.
We're putting the body. We're burning the rest of the marauders.
With the loud noise of you learning to fire the guns comes a Cassandra Potter. You can see her coming up the road, kind of sheepishly. She's like looking to see what's going on.
Morning, Cassandra.
I'm sorry. Who's that over there?
If you remember way back, nearly 2 decades time, I am young Clarion Johns.
Clarion Johns, my stars. What brings you back here?
Well, I'd missing home after quite some time, and when I arrived, sorry to say, but my father had passed, and
Oh no! What happened?
looks like some of the McCallum Marauders had raided the house. Did you hear anything sometime in the past week or so?
Well, actually, now that you mention it, Clarion Jones, I do remember. Rene Quinture, he's a marauder type, and he was over here visiting your father. He went over there sometimes, and he was over there a little bit earlier this week.
Do you know where Rene keeps himself these days?
Well, I can tell you for sure that he is known to spend his afternoons down in Crescent Crest at the Long Night.
A long night. All right.
So if you're willing to go into an establishment like that, then
Is it a unruly establishment?
yes, I would definitely say that it is. It is very against my sentiments.
Let's go.
It's a degenerate place.
They got food there.
Yes, I imagine they do. Yes.
Moraeus bread balls?
I suppose so. But but anyway, he's probably there. I'm very sorry to hear about your father, Clarion. When will be the ceremony of his internment?
Well, we're gonna drop him off at the Ostarium today, and maybe schedule something for later.
I see.
I'll be sure to let you know.
Oh, please do. If you're heading that way now, perhaps I'll just go into town with you, and I can attend his internment.
I think that would. I think you would appreciate that.
Is there like a wheelbarrow or a wagon of some kind?
I have a small cart that I use to bring my pots into town.
Could we perhaps use that to transport the body?
That would be all right with me. Clarion, is that?
That'd be better than him being carried by two of us.
Okay, I'll be right back. And she goes inside her house. What?
Said I ain't carrying him.
Goes in behind her, and she behind her house, and she comes out with a little wheelbarrow, little wheelbarrow cart. And she says, "I guess you can put him on here."
And I lay the body down.
All right. Well, lead the way.
We're off.
What does Cassandra look like?
She's an older woman, in her probably 50s or 60s. She has gray hair that she has in a braid that goes down her back. She wears like a painter's smock that she's kind of tried to dust off because she's going somewhere nice. Her hands are caked in red clay from all of her potter wheeling, and her clothes are caked in that same red clay. So as you guys are, as you're walking, as you come back sort of closer into town, into the swamp, now that it's more daylight, you start to see that the swamp has started to take on kind of a different, especially like you especially notice this because you spend so much time out there, sort of a different feeling to it. The water, which is normally like salty but still good, the water gives off a really foul, putrid odor, and you actually notice a couple of dead stranglers that are just like floating in the water because it seems that they've died.
Oh man!
The trees have started to like twist, and their leaves are falling off, so they're just skeletons.
That's not good.
Man, these swamps don't look right, man.
It's bad airborne, man. This wug not good here.
Well, do you have any idea how are they different? I've never been here, so I don't know. This bad smell.
Well, to let the non-native here see that snake should not be dead.
Okay.
I didn't kill it.
Swamp water usually has a pungent smell to it.
Yes.
It doesn't look that brackish.
Brackish.
That's a fancy word we use around here. It's very dirty.
It's like it's a very putrid smell. It smells like stuff has been rotting. It has a very sharp acid taste.
And we didn't notice this last night.
Acid
when we came
smell
out?
to it. Sun was kind of setting, so maybe you didn't really notice it in the setting sun, but now you definitely do here in the daylight. Cassandra says, yes, I've noticed this a little bit too in some of my trips to and from town. It seems to have been getting worse over the past couple of weeks or so. It seems to be just the area around Crescent Crest, though. Something polluting the waters.
No form of industry or anything has come changing up the trade.
Well, didn't Renee Conchur spend some time with a wug witch? What we were told.
Yeah. Have you heard any musterings of a witch?
I keep away from that. I keep away from that wug, Clarion Johns. I don't go into the swamp. That's where the wug witches are, and the stranglers are, and the Morayish howling beasts.
No,
That's right.
Ebwab don't hurt you if you respect Ebwab.
I don't know how to respect the Ebwab. I leave offerings for the house spirits, and I leave offering for every time I go into town.
Right.
So I hope that I do right by them. And
you're doing right by Ebwab. You'll find. Just keep doing that.
She's the all this talk of wug like definitely makes her very nervous.
Man, she don't know nothing, man.
Hey man, she might know something. She knows to leave Ebwab alone.
Anybody around here knows to leave that alone.
Leave what alone? Huh? Oh. Alright, never mind.
You guys come into town and you take his body to the ossuarium, which is a temple for priests of the Black Piper, which is the Morayish god of death. The Black Piper is said to, when a Morayishman dies, they come to them, and the Black Piper asks what song you would like him to play as you die. And there are some rare occasions where people within legend have offered to duel the Black Piper for their lives, and some there's tall tales that people have outplayed the Piper, and so they've gotten to escape death. But the Black Piper, when he plays a song for you and you die and he takes your soul, he guides it into the afterlife where you're judged as a Morayishman, and your body is interred in one of the ossuaries, or since you're so close to Crescent Crest, it has the largest ossuarium in the region. So you arrive there, and it's just basically a small temple. There's a receiving room in the front, and some priests' quarters where they sleep, and then they'll prepare the body, and then they'll take it down into the ossuary. So you arrive at the front entrance. It's open because people can go down and visit their loved ones and stuff. And the priest greets you. They dress in all black, so they light black clothes and black kilts. There's no tartar is the term, yeah? Tartan. Tartar. There's no tartar sauce. There's no tartan.
Everyone's teeth are really nicely kept.
Well, yes. So they're in all black, and they carry usually a flute or some kind of instrument with them. And one of them receives you. He says, "Hello, how can I help you?"
We would like to inter my father in this year Austerium.
Can I take him?
You may, sir.
He bends down. He says he bends down and he says, "May his soul be guided into the next world." And he picks him up and he takes him inside to a big stone tablet, and he calls out for a couple other priests, and they come over and they start essentially cleaning the body. And one of them says, did he die just today?"
It's been, I think, a few days now. Seems by magical means, some sort of acid or fire conflagration.
It is a shame. What was there? What clan did he belong to?
Well, I always saw myself as one of the McCowlets, but I don't
Then
know.
that is perfectly fine. And he brings out a wolf mask, and he carves the ear up at the top. It's like a simple mask made out of wood. And he, as they clean the body, they place it on top. So, it's like a mask on the top half. They lay it on there.
I take this moment to give a nod to my hat, and then all my clothes turn black.
Cassandra kind of is like startled by this, but she puts her head down. And then the priests, they gather around his body and they pull out the instruments, and they look to you and they say, "What song shall we play for him?"
Well, Cassandra, I didn't know him in these past 20 years, but he wasn't one for music. I could probably sing "Oh Sherry Wine" over the corpse.
They say if you'd like to join us then. And you guys you play like a funeral dirge of sherry wine, and it is very sad. And then after the four of them finish playing, and Clarion finish playing, the priests pick him up and they take him back into the ossuary, and the guy you met, he says, "We're very sorry for your loss, and may you be reunited in the next life."
Long days and pleasant nights, sir.
Indeed. They he bows his head and he shows you guys out through the front door.
Would you mind if I leave a trinket on your father's possession?
I think that'd be fine. You gave me the gift of speaking to him again.
So I would make it over to the body and break one of the beads off my necklace and tuck it into like his front pocket if I can.
Okay. Yeah, you do so.
May this guide him where he needs to be.
The Black Piper priests, they kind of eye you warily because they see by your trappings that you are, well, technically not a wug witch. You have some kind of wug practice.
Yes.
You're one with the Ewab.
Now, you Black Pipers, I don't challenge you on your beliefs.
They don't say anything. They just they're eyeing you a little warily, and they scoot you guys out. Cassandra says, "Well, that was very nice, Clarion. I'm very sorry for your loss. Please, I'm gonna head home and work on some pots. But let me know if you need any. Let me know if you need anything. Gotta remember the accent."
We thank you for. I bet you were closer to him in these last years than I was, so I bet he appreciates you being here.
Where was Bethany and the girls?
They must have been in the vault. We managed to speak with him, and he said that they were taken.
Well, I hope you find them, Clarion. There's been some strange disappearances here lately.
How long have these been going on?
A few weeks, around the same time that the swamp started to turn, I'd say.
Has this happened before?
No, sir.
Were these just ordinary individuals, or were they perhaps wizards? And
Now that you mention it, it seems to be more magically inclined folk that have been the ones that have gone missing.
was there a man from Raventop that was among these? Perhaps?
Raventop, right? I can't say for sure. Is there something identifiable about him?
He's a little bit older and wears a very unique garb. His name was Cornelius Stapleton.
I don't know any Cornelius Stapleton, but there was a man in some strange robes asking a lot of questions about Wug and about where to find bullywugs and all that. So
How recent was this?
Maybe he disappeared, I guess, a little over a week ago.
Okay.
We looked a little bit. I heard there was a party going out looking a little for him in the swamps, but they just thought he maybe ran off. He just came in kind of unannounced, and we figure breeze blew him on over to the next town.
Thank you.
We will most likely be going on. We'll be gone a while, trying to solve what's happened here. If you could keep an eye out on the house to see if there's any sort of follow-up miscreancy.
I will.
Just make sure that nothing happens to the house. We're gonna lock it up as best we can, but we just want to make sure that there's no more problems.
I'll do my best.
Thank you.
Absolutely. She leaves with her wheelbarrow.
Man.
Sorry, this is really tough, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought he was a stern man, but he was a good mentor and teacher. So I figure it would have been nice for you to get a feel for that, because
I'll meet him sooner than you think. That was strangely ominous.
So now we're in Crescent Crest. So now we're
You
gonna
sure are.
look for the long dark something.
Long
like
night.
Long
that? Long
night.
night.
It's a K-I-N-T or N-I-G-H-T?
You haven't seen it in
So
writing.
it's not Kinnigan.
Well, that's a question.
We go to the long night.
Okay.
I look at the sign.
Those who are living in Crescent Crest know. I was thinking maybe you guys were from out of town, but no, you guys know right where it is. It's the Long Night. It's K-N-I-G-H-T.
Okay.
It is the Long Night. It's a brothel.
Oh.
You see a 2-story sort of like plantation style house with the columns out in front. It's maybe like starting to be afternoon, evening now, and the place is starting to pick up. What?
I remember. I've been here before.
So you know that this is about the time the party starts to pick up on the inside. They usually have some kind of there's a cover charge at the door, and you get to go in, and there's like there's a banquet usually, and there's food, and there's dancing, and there's music, and then there's lots of rooms to find whatever lovely lady of the night you would like to converse with privately.
Demon, can you give me a grand goat out of the pack?
Why, yes, I can.
I got a grand goat in hand, and this is for entry with me and my companions.
There's a big, he's a huge bullywog. Like, he's like a bullfrog bullywog. Like, bigger than any of the bullywogs you've ever seen in Aeron. Like, huge guy. And he says, like, in sort of like broken Aeron, 5 you.
Yep, all 5 of us.
He, like, waved the goat in his hand. He goes,
I don't speak Black.
I think only Kevin's people.
go on in. He puts it away. Yeah, he's wearing like some armor, and he I think you have a reputation.
Yeah.
So he kind of eyes you warily, and he says like, you best behave yourself.
All right, man.
This just crossed my mind. Can you, Slick, or Gimon, can you converse with Bullywugs?
I believe I can.
Bullywug would be a language you guys probably would have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I imagine a lot of bullywogs wouldn't want to talk to me, though.
All right.
I mean, if you'd stayed, you probably would have learned it too.
Oh, I picked up Elvish on my way, so I got a little fancy tongue.
Push comes to shove, I will just speak to them without tongues.
Oh, without tongues.
Without what?
In the brain. I can talk to people in their brain. Like this.
Whoa, man. That's wild.
Isn't it?
Actually.
You guys come inside, and there's a big parlor. There's a coat rack to your left. A gentleman comes up to you and he says, "Can I take your coat, sirs?"
A gentleman?
Yeah. "Can I take your coat, sirs?"
I kind of air out my, beaten jacket with patches and stuff on it. Here, don't drop anything from it.
"Yes, sir."
I'll take off my seal cloak, my newly obtained seal cloak and all.
He is wearing your weapons and armor. They probably are going to check him here.
Yeah.
Just a point.
Nothing on me.
Really?
Man, this guy's gonna want a tip later.
Yes, I surrender my.
He takes your weapons and armor. He says, "Well, we'll keep a." He hands you all a slip, a coat check slip. He says, "We'll keep all of this these valuables here for you."
My armor's made of paper, so I don't think that they would need to take that.
I guess if that's what you're into, sir, I guess I'll leave you with it.
Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It's very comfortable. I suggest making paper mache armor.
Right. Well, you all have a. Will you be? Are you here just for the evening, or will you be staying the night?
I think we're just here for the evening.
Well, excellent, sirs. Have a nice evening. The parlor is just off to your right. If you are ready to, dinner will be in the dining room in the next floor. But feel free to explore the house.
Where might the majority of your guests be?
Oh, I imagine they're either in the private rooms currently, or they could be in the parlor or in the dance hall.
No.
Or perhaps in the baths. There's a wide variety of locales here at the Long Night.
You wouldn't happen to have a recollection of a man named Rene Concho?
Maybe I would, and maybe I wouldn't. There's a lot of folks that come through here.
Pull out 2 gold coins. Now let me shake your hand again there, sir. I don't think I shook your hand first.
I don't believe you did. And you shake your hand. You slip him the coins. Go ahead and make a charisma check.
That is, I'm pretty sure, an 11. Yes, an 11.
He looks at the coins and he says, "Oh, I think I might remember someone by that name coming in here, but my recollections are still a little fuzzy."
Now, let's not be rude, gentlemen. Let's all give this fine man a handshake.
Well, this is going on. Can I because he took my bag, I imagine. Can I try to get squeezed to come to me quietly?
Absolutely. Squeeze squeeze while Zach is slipping him the money.
Maybe he comes into my shirt.
Slivers
and I
around
just
the
kinda,
back. Yeah, and is slithered up.
or he's hiding in my belly, it just looks like a big pot belly.
A pot belly that every so often
Just
squirts
kind of
a
moves.
little bit.
Well, Guiford, I'm going to need for you to give me a handshake before I can give this fine gentleman a handshake.
Junior, what was that?
I'm going to need a handshake from you before I give this man a handshake.
Well, I mean, say my name right, and I'll give you a handshake.
Did I not say it right?
Sir,
Mr. Redford.
Hey man, look in here.
Whoa! Give me an intimidate check.
Okay. Oh man. 5.
You can have advantage on that because you're threatening him with a snake.
Okay.
The Morayish Swamp Strangler.
What would advantage me?
Oh, you roll a second
only-
d20.
Oh, I roll
Yeah.
it. I see.
You
Oh.
take
the
the
highest.
highest.
So 5 or highest is 9.
Okay. He kind of looks back and he says, "Sir, I believe that unless you have specific permission for an animal like that, then there's going to be a small fee to bring it in."
I know one of the girls. Her name's Bessie, and this is her snake. She needs it for one of her burlesque shows.
Give me a bluff.
Oh, that's going to be persuasion, probably, yeah?
no, there is a buff. Or, what's it called?
Deceive.
Deceive. Yeah.
Deception.
Deception.
That's 17.
He says, "Oh, well, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that Bessie had a new act tonight."
It's okay. It's okay. I won't tell her nothing.
Well, okay then. Sirs, if you unless you have anything more to recall my memory, I'll just be with these other guests.
We're all friends here. And we're all friends here, and
Will save.
No. I just get double. I just get bonus on charisma checks. And we just really like to know where he's at.
Give me persuade, and you have what advantage?
I have advantage.
Damn bards.
That would be a 26.
Oh well, sir. We are. You have reminded me. He puts the 2 coins in his pocket, and he says, "I believe that I saw. Renee Couture in the parlor."
The parlor, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we thank you for your time, and I give him a handshake full of gold pieces.
Out of this, yeah.
Thank you, sir. I will be sure to let you know if I see him before you do.
Remember, we're friends now.
Yes.
We head to the parlor.
All right. You guys come into the parlor, and it's a scene. There's lots of there's some music going on in the parlor. There's a little bit of dancing. There's a lot of drinking. There's like some Morayish brandies and other kinds of hard liquors. You know, there's like those little bars where you like pour yourself a drink. And there's you can see that there's a lot of like men in town and some like off-duty guards and talking to very, very pretty made-up women. You know, like the type that typically hangs around an establishment called the Long Night. And
I just realized what you're talking about. It's been a while since I've been back.
The Maria sensibility.
Yeah.
and yeah, so everyone's having a nice time. You can see that the women are flirting with the men, trying to get a little bit of extra money. There's some men that are flirting with some women who kind of look a little out of place there, but there's catering to both genders here at the Long Night.
That was gonna be my question. There are male hookers.
There are.
They call themselves dancers.
Dancers?
Men of the night.
Men of the night.
Night men.
Night.
Night
Would we recognize Renee?
How would you recognize?
I don't know what he looks like.
I don't know what
He
looks like.
would be wearing one of those badges, is my assumption, of the Marauder group that he belongs to.
Give me a perception check, everybody.
14.
Okay, everyone, your perception check is your initiative.
Sweet.
I just made that decision right now.
Boom. It's good. I have the same bonus to both.
So, what do we got?
I got 16 on mine.
Beautiful.
13. Lucky 13.
Okay.
That drops mine to 12 if it is a initiative.
11. Oh, wait, do we add the...
Yeah, I'm having to be a perception check.
Okay, so, yeah, 11.
Okay. That's Renard. And
Wait.
that's Guillemot.
The value that you rolled on your perception check is used as your initiative bonus?
That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Oh,
so
then
then
mine's 14, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I thought you
mine's
were
15
switching
then.
it to initiative, yeah.
and mine's 15 then.
Oh, then mine's 15.
Okay, everyone just roll initiative.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, good gravy. I like the old way.
What do we got?
21.
16.
13.
14.
7.
Okay. Great. Okay.
There's no
So-
teen after that?
Nope.
11.
I'm distracted.
14 teen.
Yeah, he's
I'm not looking
he's
at the
taking an
boys.
eyeful.
N-A-R-D, Renard. Guillemot, then Slick. Slick's dead. No. Then Clarion, then Slick. Okay, beautiful. So the first thing that happens is you see him. You guys lock eyes as you're looking around the room. You see the pin. He kind of sees you guys as you start to like walk over towards him. Once you see him, and he bolts. So he's gonna run to where I put his pin the first time. He's gonna take a dash action, his first one, because what I said, you could take 3 plus your
Con.
for trade. Yeah, 3 plus your con. con modifier. So he starts running into the next room. And as you see him running, you see him pull a vial out of his bag, and he drinks it and smashes the vial to the floor, and everyone goes kind of ah. Okay, so Jamie, you're up. Oh, and he rolls on this chart. Great, Jamie, you're up.
So Jamie runs after him.
As you're running, so I roll on this table, right?
Sure.
And a very pretty woman comes up to you, and as you start to run after him, and stops you and says, "Why, sir, where are you going? Why don't you come over and talk to me?" And she kind of like gets in your way. You can make either an athletics, an acrobatics, or an intimidate check, or pay her 10 gold pieces to get rid of her.
I'm gonna go with intimidate.
Okay.
14.
So she says, "You tell me what you say to her."
So she goes, "Oh, dear."
Yeah. Oh, sir, why don't you come over and talk to me?
It's like, get out of my way!
She looks and she looks taken aback. But you can tell that she's been around, and she says, "Oh, sir, what kind of strange magic is this?" And she gets in her way. So she counts as 10 feet of difficult terrain for you.
Okay. So explain. So I'm not confused about these dash things going on.
Great. So dashes just means it's double your movement, right? So your normal movement is 30.
Right.
So a dash action would be to move 60 feet.
Okay.
So Renee has moved 60.
Correct. He's moved 60 feet away from you guys.
But it sounds like she slows him by 10.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Okay. So I do a dash action. So I've moved 50 feet total.
Correct.
Okay.
And yeah. So he's actually a little probably further from you guys because he was across the room.
Sure.
So he's probably like now 40 feet away from you.
Do I do anything to push her aside or to dodge around her?
That's what you do, and that's what the 10 feet of difficult movement is. Okay. Otherwise, you could have done the athletics to push her or the acrobatics to dodge around her.
Okay, so is that my entire turn? Is just doing the dash?
The dash, you could still take an action. I believe.
Well, he's with.
No, dash is your full. That's your full turn. Because
Right.
dash is its own.
Okay.
Great.
Wait, so does he move at all?
So
He has. Well, he was in the room, and I just started him a little further.
So am I like here now?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
Great. So now you roll a d20.
Okay. What does this do?
Well, this will determine what obstacle Renard has to deal with.
Nice.
Basically, whatever hampers the person after you.
Gotcha.
You fuck the
I'm
next person.
I thought Casey is next.
No, I have him. I have Casey further down.
Okay.
11.
16.
Okay, great.
Is this a table that you concocted, or is this from the book?
So you were 16?
No, I concocted this table.
Okay.
Great. So I have Renard up.
Wait, it should be Casey. He was 16.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, whatever. I'm going
I don't
to
give a fuck.
do.
I don't give a.
Don't question the GM.
Okay.
Cool.
I will also dash.
Okay. You dash. There's actually no one gets in your way. And so yeah, you move 30 feet.
60 feet.
60 feet.
Cool.
Yes.
So
Excellent.
we're assuming 60 feet between rooms, or
Yeah,
pretty much
pretty
the same?
close.
Okay.
It's just gonna be kind of pretty rough as
Okay.
far as I'm not too concerned about, whether he's like still like 20 feet away from how close you could get. Renard. So Guillemot.
Guillemot. Can I still see him from where I'm at?
He has dashed into the next room. That is the what does that say? Is that this is the dining room? Okay. So this is the dining room.
Will a single move get me within vision of him?
Yeah, you could go through the door and be in the next room.
So I'm gonna move my 30 feet, not really rushing, just making sure I get over there. And I'm gonna cast a spell as I pull out a voodoo doll and put pins in both of his legs, and then just squeeze the doll really tight. Hold person.
Oh, okay. What kind of save is that?
Wisdom.
Oh, okay. I fail.
He's locked in place.
Okay. Clarion.
Get him, boy.
You got him, Guillermo?
Get him, man. Come on, he stopped.
So
You roll a d20.
Yeah.
16.
And Eric, did you roll a d20?
Oh, no, I did.
He did not.
Oh, yes.
4.
Okay. Alright, so before you hold him, we should have done this. As you walk towards the door to the next room, the door suddenly flies open as someone bursts through it drunkenly. Give me a dex or strength save.
I'm going to do a dex.
Ooh, natty 1.
Oh gosh, that's like a 2.
Alright, so you actually don't get to cast the spell because the door hits you and you fall prone. Now you can roll the d20 for Clarion.
13.
Hurt. I am attempting a single move to
Okay.
get in line of sight.
Awesome. You move through the doorway, stepping over Guillemon's.
Reeling body.
Yeah.
Hurt. Now I am going to cast Compulsion to
Ooh.
creature of your choice within range that can hear you must make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, here we go. He's running.
Can he hear Clarion at this point?
They can hear you. What do you yell? You're probably pretty loud over the din. I get an 11.
Fail.
Okay.
So, each affected target must use as much of his movement as possible to move in a direction on its next turn. So, come on over, boy.
Okay. You cast the spell. Slick, you're up.
I'm also gonna...
Kill Clarion. Roll your die.
You're absolutely right. Looks like a 5.
Excellent.
I'm gonna make one move to enter the... Actually, I'm gonna dash. I'm just gonna go for the fall.
Okay. As you're running, your foot hits a floorboard that's loose, and it like pops up and like starts coming at you. So give me an athletics or an acrobatics check to avoid the board.
23.
Oh yeah, with flying colors, you dodge out of the way.
Just gotta squeeze it. Jump over. Yeah, I'm getting close to you, boy.
Okay. We're back at the top, so I have to move 30 feet towards Clarion.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, he stops and he does so. Do I get another save at the end of my round?
He goes back 30?
Yeah, he goes back towards you guys.
Where would that put him?
Clarion's blue, right?
Yeah, he's black. Yeah,
Yeah,
towards Clarion. Clarion's the blue one.
Blue.
So would he be at Clarion?
Yeah.
Until the spell ends,
They're
you
just
can
rough
use
positions.
a bonus action on each of your turns to designate a direction that is horizontal to you. After moving this way, you can make another Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
For an ending effect.
This time he passes.
All right. Now that he's in the middle of this.
Yeah.
Oh crap, those guys. Wait, I like those guys. Wait, no, I don't. I don't
like this guy.
And
I gotta get out of here.
Moving. Slick, you should have rolled for a obstacle for him.
Yeah. 10.
Okay. I'm going to ignore that because it doesn't make any sense here. So he's right back in the middle of you. He's going to roll. Great. Jamie, you are up.
Do we get an attack of opportunity as he runs by us?
You don't have weapons.
Yeah,
our fists don't count?
you could punch him, I guess.
Throw a squeeze at him.
Or squeeze at him.
Regardless of what people do, I'm gonna move over to him. I'm gonna try and tackle him and make him prone.
Great, make a grapple.
Grappling strength check.
Grapple.
14. Right, grapple.
That's an opposed athletics check.
Correct.
So you can see that he, like, now that he's seen you, now that he's come back over to you guys, he like comes to his senses. He's like, "Oh, get out of here!" And he's gonna try to fight you off with his opposed. 20.
That beats 14.
Okay. So he kind of pushes you off of him. Renard.
I'm going to. So he's approximately where I am? Or
Yeah. You guys are all in the same little cluster of little dots over there on the map.
I'm going to go over and punch him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you use your move to walk over to him and then you punch him. Great.
I got a 24.
Plus your strength, not
Oh.
your weapon stuff.
You're right. 20.
That hits.
Okay, and then I'm going to expend a superiority dice and turn it into a trip attack.
Oh, great.
So, I guess. What is fist is 4?
It's a 4.
It's just
1d4?
1
Oh yeah, fist just deals 1 damage.
Oh.
plus your strength.
Raspers deals
Oh, okay.
extra.
Like 9.
Plus strength modifier?
Yeah.
Plus your strength modifier.
So 4 plus whatever this is. 2. 6 total. And then a strength saving throw
Okay.
from you.
Oh, cocked. There we go. 8.
Is it an opposed one or how?
If it's a saving throw, there's probably a DC. I think there's a DC in your
It's
maneuvers.
10. Or it's 8 plus proficiency plus main
Yeah.
stat usually.
Yeah.
Yes.
So 8. Yeah.
8 plus your proficiency, which is 3, plus your dex,
Yeah, so that's
which
more than-
is great. So you trip him.
Yes, and
Uh,
you are knocked prone.
Excellent. You reach down, you punch him in the leg, and you grab his ankle and pull up, and he just goes whoa, and his head hits the ground as the room kind of goes whoa, and like backs up a little bit. Great. Get them all.
Get him on. So he's down on the ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take my time to get up and kind of dust myself off and then just stroll on over. I wasn't worried about this. We had this.
Clarion.
Are we still rolling? For
Yeah,
competition?
you should roll. Eric should have rolled too.
Oh,
You
yes.
guys aren't moving super far, so I'm not.
9.
Okay. Gilmon, as you try to walk over towards where it is, like a large crowd starts to gather, and you can see a path. You think you can maybe see a path through it, so you have to quickly try to solve a way to get through this human maze.
Okay.
Give me intelligence check.
That is a 15.
You easily navigate through them and get over to where you guys are. Now you can roll your dice for Clarion.
14.
Okay. No complication.
I'm going to run and tackle him. Or keep him on the ground.
Great.
Dog pile.
Opposed at. I'm going to use athletics.
Okay.
Dang, son.
24.
22. All right.
Oh, my foot's on his chest.
Oh, all right. I'll suspend this chase. This lame chase.
I feel bad. You have this whole thing set up.
I know. All right. You have your foot on his chest.
I'm going to. Obviously, there's like a crowd building up in the in the parlor. I'm going to address the crowd and go, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you oppose the valor and the teachings of Wug Wug.
Everyone kind of looks like, what is he talking about?
This individual is a heretic of Wug Wug, and he will be brought to justice. Swift Wug Wug justice. So tell your friends, tell your loved ones,
Had your kids, had your wife.
hide your kids, hide your wife.
They wug and everybody out here.
I'm just basically, I'm basically
The crowd is confused. They're like, but they hear wug and they see like the magic shit that just went on. Like, what is going on? You can see like a big bullywug bouncer kind of start to head your guys' way.
Who has the all the gold and stuff? I'm gonna hey, give me some of that gold real quick.
Give you a handful of gold coins. Like
Right.
5.
Right. Wait, I need more than that, man. Come on. Just trust me.
5 more.
All right, I grab a bunch and I go, hey, everybody, drinks on me! And then I start walking toward the bar.
And goes, woo! Everyone's really pleased about that. It's so weird, like, because in my head it sounds like a bunch of people clapping, but in real life it's just me. There we go. Thank you. Everyone's like, yeah! And the room kind of calms down, but they're still a little suspicious. The bouncer kind of looks over, starts to come over, is still continuing your way to kind of check out what's going on. It might be best to get at it.
Pick him up and is that a window or a side door that I see?
Those are both side doors.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take the side door out.
Oh no, those are both the windows. Excuse me. The filled in ones are doors. Yeah, those are side windows.
That's a window.
Yeah.
We're gonna try and rush him out the door then.
All right, you rush him out the main door. The gentleman who you tipped so graciously has your stuff ready, and he hands it to you on the way out.
Here's my ticket.
Yes.
Thank you, good
man.
sirs.
I think I lost my ticket.
we know which stuff is yours. Is yours, sir.
Yeah.
Please take it. Get out of here as quickly as possible.
He gives you all the stuff, and
See you next year.
where are you guys headed?
Up the alleyway.
We may have wanted to find a personal room.
Oh, we'll take him.
You can still go back in and find a personal room.
I think getting out of there was a
Yeah, I didn't like the way the bouncer was looking at us.
We're gonna take this guy. We're gonna go in the alleyway behind the brothel.
We're gonna leave Chris and Chris.
Whoa, that's getting a little dark.
I think we should leave Chris and Chris.
Entirely?
You want to knock this guy out?
Yes.
Yes.
How do you guys knock him out?
Go ahead, Squeeze.
Good old, good old-fashioned
Squeeze-
swamp beatdown.
No, squeeze it on the neck is my vote.
Squeeze, so you walk over and Squeeze slithers out. Tell us what Squeeze does.
Yeah, I walk over. I rip open my shirt. And Squeeze plops out, and then slithers up to him and just goes around the neck.
I picture Clarion and Jamie like have his arms. He's
Yeah,
like,
holds
what's
his
going
arms,
on?
Squeeze just goes around the neck and just goes just enough. His face starts to turn red, and then he's just.
And then Squeeze.
And Squeeze just stays there like a scarf, a deadly, beautiful scarf.
I check the guy's wrist to make sure
He's alive.
still has a pulse.
Squeeze.
Good job, Squeeze.
And a little food. I'm like, yeah, it's good.
Squeeze still has like a lump from this other dude.
We gotta talk about how big Squeeze is.
Yeah.
I think it's like
person.
big anaconda size.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Is it a large creature?
I don't know. He's fairly big.
I thought it was just like a 6 or
Large
7.
beast.
He's large.
Wow.
He's a big snake.
He's huge. Yeah.
So you wear him, but he kind of like trails along at the same time.
Yes, that is the miniature he would be represented by.
Oh wow.
No way.
That's a big snake.
Yeah, he's a big snake.
Wait, and you keep that in your bag?
Coiled up.
Yeah.
He coils up
can
pretty
be
small.
really.
Mhm.
Yeah, snakes can get pretty small.
Like,
He's heavy, man.
Cool. We're leaving. I say we get out of Crescent. We got him knocked out. We can go
She's
back
heavy.
to.
We're gonna pretend that he's a friend that had a little bit too much to drink, and we're like weekend at Bernie's him like out of town.
Great. Everyone, give me deception checks for this ruse.
Four.
8.
22.
21.
I'm feeling lucky. I'm not feeling lucky. 21 or 11. Sorry.
I'm at 4.
Okay, so Jamie and Clara, you guys are like super on edge and kind of suspicious about this, but everyone else sells it with like our 320s, right? Yeah. What were you?
I rolled an 8.
Oh, you had an 8. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll do this. A guard, a McHowlett, not a marauder, but a McHowlett like guardsman, like a Crescent Crest night watchman, kind of comes up to you guys and he says, "Everything all right there, boys?"
Oh yeah. Our friend here's had too much of that mead. We're in town from out east, and he's showing us a good time. And he just got a little carried away.
Those look like bruises round his neck.
We
I'm
He
thinking
tripped and fell. He had, like we said, he had a little too much to drink.
you wouldn't happen to be those kidnappers coming around here.
no, we're
Kidnappers.
from the Marauders, and I pull out the Marauder pin
Yeah.
and I do the secret handshake.
I also pull out my pin.
He looks at you and he goes, "All right." And he flashes his own Marauder pin.
Oh gosh.
He says, "You boys have a good night now."
You as well. Pleasant nights and days.
Long days and pleasant nights.
That's it.
Bye. And twice as many to you, sir.
He walks away kind of smugly but still suspicious.
Cool.
You guys get out of town uneventfully after that. You're going all the way back a couple hours to...
I mean, we're clear of the town now, but I think that's our hideout is.
disappear into the bayou.
I don't know my way around them parts.
Slick does.
Slick down.
Heyo.
Slick, can you take us to somewhere that could be secluded?
Yeah, man, I got a hunting shack
Just a couple miles that way.
Great. I think that sounds good.
As you're traveling, again, you notice that the swamp, this sort of foulment of the water has started to even come into these woods, which it wasn't like that a week ago.
Man, this ain't
Stuff's
good.
starting to die. At one point in time, someone maybe like dips their hand in the water, and it feels like lemon juice, or it's like sharp like acid.
Man.
And the trees are starting to twist, and there's actually now a layer of fog that's just starting to envelop over everything, giving the whole area a very ominous quality. As you can hear the frogs and the toads, or maybe the occasional bullywog, out in the woods, just out of where you can see, but you can hear them all moving as the bayou comes alive late at night.
Man, I ain't never seen a swamp like this before.
Yes, this is very unsettling. See how big that bug was over there?
Yeah.
No, that's natural.
Enormous.
What?
That's natural.
It's not. Okay.
They get that big.
It's a big ass bug.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
They are very big.
I imagine like a coffee table. Like.
I just pictured a coffee table with wings.
I tried to ride one once. I just fell right in the water.
Wonderful. You get to the hunting shack.
We splash some water on his face.
He's tied to a chair. Like we tie him to a chair.
Someone want to do is there a rope check anymore?
I could just do an athletics check and see how well they...
Yeah, you do that.
Which one of those chairs? Like one of those wicker chairs that like
20.
we cut at the
Great.
bottom.
I don't have any chairs like that.
Sorry.
So he's in a chair. You splash some of the brackish swamp water on his face. Do you guys have water with you?
I got swamp water.
Okay. I'm just curious. You splash some of the water on his face. He goes, and he opens his eyes, and you can see that they're red and kind of hung over. He's coming down from you guys recognize this. He's coming down off of a bliss high.
Oh no, I don't like this around these parts.
What's this?
What is
And he says,
There's...
Who are you?
Yeah, we'll deal with you. We've encountered a special substance made from the despair of torture victims. It gives people a how would you say it?
Unnatural athletic advantage.
Yes, exactly. An unnatural. Thank you, Meta, that gives you an unnatural athletic advantage towards. They don't feel pain as much. They're harder to hit. They're faster. They're stronger. It's
Sounds like
really bad
dark
stuff.
wug-wug.
Very dark wug-wug. The darkest of the wug-wugs.
Well, I mean, there's probably plenty dark out, but that's dark enough.
Yes. So, sir, I'm going to ask you one question. Brain time. Where'd you get it?
You mean the bliss?
Yes.
You gonna ask him?
Yeah.
I just did.
We're all like, ask him the question, man.
I'm standing there with
I'll ask you one question.
He's not a very good interrogator.
He goes,
I don't get it, man.
oh. He says, I bought it off of a guy. There was a shipment coming through here. Just a little harmless fun, that's all.
Yes.
Something
Say that
to
out loud.
take the edge off. Yeah.
Okay.
All yours.
Where's the rest of your posse be hanging out?
Who are you and what do you want?
Doesn't matter who we are. Just ask the questions. We're the guys with the rope and the swords.
You gonna kill me?
I am Clarion Johns.
Clarion Johns? I don't know any Clarion Johns.
You
Well,
about to.
You about to. You or your kind killed my father and took my mother and sisters.
I don't know nothing about that.
Well, tell me where the rest of you are and you can go free.
How about we make a deal? Wait. You say Clarion Johns?
Yes.
As in, you related to Alan Johns?
Yes.
Well, I think there's been a serious misunderstanding. Elaine and I are good friends. I was just over at his house the other day.
Kind of insight.
That's an insight roll right there.
Yeah.
I'm feeling lucky about it.
Anyone else want to make it?
10.
Yeah.
I believe him.
Insight's based off what?
Wisdom.
Yeah.
I got 19.
You're a very good judge of character, and you think that he's telling the truth.
So
What were you doing with? Did you see a lamb 2 days ago?
I did.
2 days ago? 3 days ago?
I did.
What were you doing with him?
How about this? How about we make a deal? You interrupted a very important thing that I was trying to do this evening. How about this? You do it for me. You can leave me here. We're not too far from town, right? We're not too far from the long night.
Nope.
No.
We're not. Shouldn't be telling them that.
We may or may not be a indiscernible distance.
Don't you try to pull that on me. You just said you would. So, how about this? You do me a favor, and I do you a favor. That sounds fair to me.
Yeah, because you're the one tied to a chair.
Well, otherwise you might as well kill me.
You tell us the thing we have to do, and then we'll consider it.
There's a girl. There's a beautiful girl there at the long night. Her name is Leah Bon Rouge.
Okay. You want us to kill her?
No. No! Don't you touch a beautiful red hair on her head. They call her Miss Pearl. Because of the
Red hair on her head.
No, because of the special act that she has.
Ugh.
She has a costume and it's made all of pearls.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, man.
I don't know what you were thinking.
I was like, I've seen that before.
And if you look in my back pocket, you'll see a flask. And in there, you give her that, and if she will drink that, then I'll tell you everything you want to know.
What is it, man?
I
open it up. Smell it.
It smells sweet. And after sniffing it, give me a wisdom save. Just a little one.
12.
After smelling it, you find like maybe your resolve against this guy soft. You like him a little bit more after you smell it.
Yeah, we could probably do something, man. What did you need?
You just gotta get her to drink that drink. You gotta drink that potion, and I'll tell you everything we want to know.
We're not disseminating any type of potion without understanding of the contents.
You guys gotta smell this, man. It's pretty good.
Fine, give me.
Dude, I got a question. Guimon, does this spirit have to be willing to answer the questions?
Yes. He can choose to not reply.
Alright.
And I'm looking at him when I start pulling out my voodoo doll.
You know, like in the
Hey, listen. I don't wanna bring no wug down on my house.
Oh.
All I'm saying is you just gotta make sure that you do this, give this thing to Miss Bon Rouge for me, and we all square. Look, I even tell you what it is.
I flick my fingers and pull the needle out of my
I even
hat.
tell you what, it's a love potion.
Oh.
That's all. It's just a little love potion. That's all it is.
Why must you resort to such things?
Oh, please, look, I'm just a marauder, okay? I'm a marauder on my way out of the marauders, okay? I'm just thinking that me and Miss Lee, we can start a new life together out west on the outskirts.
Move the needle closer.
Oh, that's the truth. That's the truth.
Can I get an insight bonus on that?
Yeah,
Or an insight check, I should say? Oh, 3.
you believe him.
Okay. Alright.
doesn't seem that hard, guys.
Do you have a top hat?
Yeah.
You have a top hat?
And he keeps his needles in it, and I have a whole display of fetishes all over me. And
You gotta describe yourself. I didn't know there was a coat and a hat. Do you describe yourself real fast?
Do you have a cane too?
So I have a top hat that's a little torn on the top, but he has the band on it, and he keeps needles in it, and he has a necklace that has a bunch of different beads in different shapes and different colors, and then he has his side pouches that have what looks like various vials of liquid or mud or other various materials, and he's got a couple dolls.
Oh man!
But the jackets, the sleeves are torn off, and he kind of leaves it open.
Is it a long coat?
Yeah, it's a long coat, and he's got kind of like a longish kilt, longer than he would wear, but not so long that people are like, "That's a skirt."
Right.
Okay.
Good.
All right. I was like, oh, he must have a hat, and I was like,
Yeah.
does he have I thought you mentioned a top hat, and I was like,
Yeah.
I don't think we've said that.
I don't know. It doesn't seem that hard. We find the girl.
Yeah,
Put it in. Yeah.
We just go find the lady.
Me and Slick can go do it if you guys are so apprehensive about it.
Pour it down her throat.
How about you tell us where the marauders are, and on our word, we will.
I'm gonna trust the word after you come find me, and then you tie me to this chair. Clarion Johns.
No.
Man,
Let's
you got
see.
a point, man.
You ran from us without a word.
We just want
Needle
to have a
back out.
conversation.
Oh no! You keep this one. You keep that one out of this.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, if this needle happens to find a mark on this doll.
No. Listen. All I'm looking for is this deal. I think it's a very fair deal.
No, I'm just saying. You should trust us. You ran from us, so we had all the right.
How about this?
word.
I'll tell you half the information I know. Then you do the potion, and then I'll tell you the rest, and then we all square.
Oh, you know what? Back in the hat, doll away.
Okay. Now, I'll tell you what I know. So, this potion was made for me. I've been working on this for a while, which is why I'm so heavily invested in its outcome. I was working with a warg witch out in the bayou, and she needed an ingredient that she said that a Mr. Alan Johns could have. So I went by, because I had seen Alan around town, and I asked him if he would be willing to lend it to me, and he said that it was perfectly fine and not a big deal. And he gave me the potion. He gave me a tour of his house, and I had a nice cup of tea with him. And then he sent me on my way. And then I went back to the Warg Witch, and she started asking me a whole bunch of questions, like what the inside of his house looked like, and if I had seen any red or blue vials lying around.
Did this witch have a name?
We call her Mama Wug.
Mama Wug.
Yeah, and she's a friend to the Marauders in recent years. But I'm on my way out anyway. I haven't been heavily involved with them for a while now. We used to just be bandits, We would tip over a delivery here, or steal from a little extra from a store here and there. But recently, McCallett's starting to reach for power by any means necessary. So, look, look at me. I went ahead and I told you everything I know. So why don't you go do me this favor now and go and give Miss Leah Bon Rouge that little flask over there, and I'll trust you on your good word.
One more question, man. What was the water like out by this witch?
Water out there. You mean the swamp house turning all brackish?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Is it like that over there too?
Yeah, whole swamp, it's fouling up. There's bad wug about.
I told him it was bad wug.
It's bad wug.
Man. All right.
Well, thank you for cooperating.
Yeah, you're very welcome. This might be even better. because now she won't suspect anything. She'll just go to bed tonight after drinking that potion, wake up tomorrow morning, madly in love with me. He's like smiles, his broken gold tooth smile.
Pretty smart, man.
I know. So, with your permission, I'd like to get out of town here pretty fast, especially if you're going to.
So my understanding is that's only half the information.
No, that's the. I went ahead and I slipped up and I said the whole thing.
Huh? Well, good man.
You got me talking.
Releasing you is not part of the deal. So,
What?
have a good time.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't keeping in my shack like this.
Yeah, you can't keep me in the shack.
I mean,
Where do you want us to tell
We agreed that we
Miss
release
Bon
it.
Rouge to meet you?
She knows where to meet me. I keep telling her that we're gonna leave town, and she's gonna meet me by the wishing well.
All right.
So you just tell her to meet me by the wishing well, and the rest will be history.
All right.
Now, where did you happen to get this love potion? Was that from Mama Wug Wug?
Yeah, Mama Wug Wug made it for me.
It's good to know. Can I see that flask?
Yeah, I have it.
You should smell that,
Pocket
man.
it.
All right, very good. So if it's all same to you, I'd like to be untied now.
You were untied, sir?
Yeah, man.
Oh, much better. So, I guess I'll just be heading out now through this door. He doesn't turn his back to you guys. See, good day.
Long days and pleasant nights.
Long days and pleasant nights to you too. And
Good luck.
He gets out and he starts moving through the swamp, and he's like, "Oh God, we out pretty far." And so
You're
he's
gonna get lost.
Could be, man. That fog rolling in, it's already hard enough out here.
I want to take one of my empty vials, pour the love potion into it, see if I can see anything inside the potion that would seem.
Give me an investigate check.
That's based off intelligence, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that is a 12.
It looks pretty standard.
Pretty fair.
It has a pink. It has like a light pink, like a rose water looking color to it.
Okay. I just want to make sure the girl wasn't being poisoned.
We could test it.
We could test it.
I mean,
Are you volunteering?
I'm like an animal.
Slick, if you want to, I'm not gonna say no, but we don't know what's wrong with it,
Well,
if anything.
What animals around here? We can just grab an animal. I don't see a problem with that.
Animal,
Whoa! Now, I can't condone that
Why not?
because everything has a spirit, and every spirit must be respected. Now, when you don't respect the spirits, that's when bad wug
So-
falls
so-
apart.
so-
What happens? Worst case scenario, this thing dies and we have dinner.
I don't sit right with that
So
one.
you're okay with giving this stuff to an intelligent lady, but giving it to a squirrel? Is that the question?
Oh no, I wasn't gonna give it to her anyways.
What?
We got the information we needed out of him, so what'd it matter?
Yeah, I don't reckon no.
But I can't stop
Love
you
potion.
from personally wanting to try it.
I don't know, man.
All I can do
I like
is
keeping my
caution
word.
against it.
I like keeping my word as much as the next man, but people are allowed to make their own choices. I don't like forcing a woman to making a decision she don't want to. I will talk to her on his behalf, but I will not give her.
Well, then why don't we wake her up, see if she wants to drink the potion?
All right.
Yeah, that's a
Alright.
great time.
That's fair.
All right. So
Head back to the
That's long night.
you head back to the long night, and the watchman that saw you before is like kind of eyeing you guys. He's like,
Slick left his steak in there. We're gonna go grab it.
so do you guys? I guess as you leave the shack, you probably see this guy. You probably see Kentur, like walking out through the swamp, trying to make his way out. Do you help him get out of the swamp?
I tell him, yeah, follow us, man.
Okay. He says thank you so much, but he like kind of stays a little bit back from you guys because he doesn't want to get tied up and murdered out here. You reach the edge of the swamp, and he says, "All right, thanks. I'll meet you by the wishing well. You head right to the long night." And he like runs away to go over by the wishing well. You guys did a good deed. You guys did a good deed right there. All of you got like plus 25 good alignment points for not killing this guy out in the out in the forest.
So we go back to the long night.
Great. You come back in, and the coatman at the door says, back so soon?"
"Oh, your pleasantries here are just so pleasant."
"Oh, well, sir, I highly appreciate that. Yeah, I'd like to take your coats and possessions again."
I hand him my weapons, but I keep my coat this time.
"Sir, you would like to... You don't want to check your coat? That's perfectly fine.
I'll hold my coat."
No one's objecting to giving anything up. We can get...
I'm giving my coat.
He says, "Is there anyone else you're looking for tonight?"
"Oh, yes. We heard rumors of
a Miss Pearl.
Leah Pearl.
Bon Rouge.
Pearl
Bon Rouge. Oh, yes. Yeah, Lady Bon Rouge. Yes. She, I believe... Let me inquire within about her, and I will see what I can do as far as scheduling an appointment. It's I imagine it's a private show for the 5 of you?"
"Oh, yes."
Yeah, man.
All right, I'll be right back. He goes inside for a minute. He goes like upstairs or into the back. You see some like odd characters come in and out. Some drunken Moraishmen swaying in their tartan kilts and their, and you see like a very skinny old bullywug hobbling in with a cane. He comes back down and he says, "If you'll come right this way, we can take it straight over to Miss Bon Rouge." And he motions for you to follow him up the stairs. You guys head up the stairs, which you can see on my... I had the whole fucking map.
Tell us about it, man.
Yeah. We appreciate the hard work you put into making this map.
Thanks. It was good.
The parlor's
you guys,
lovely.
What?
The parlor's lovely.
The parlor is lovely. Yeah, it has that sort of old Victorian kind of look. You know, you just picture like a nice like southern New Orleans establishment.
Sure.
As you walk through, I think they have gas. No, they don't have gas lamps. I really want them to have gas lamps, but I can't put that much technology out in the outskirts of Moray. Yeah, Clarion cocks his gun. Did you use your transformation trick again? Okay, I had a feeling you would.
I'm not giving these up.
So you go upstairs and you kind of walk to a private room, and he knocks on the door. It has like a little number on there. It's like number 27 or something like that. And he knocks on the door, and he says, "Yes, come in." And he says, "Miss Bon Rouge, we have your next appointment." She says, "Bring him on in." And the door opens, and it's set up like a night. It's almost like a little theater. So there's like a tiny little like raised platform for her to dance on, and there's some chairs sitting in the back. You see why they call her Miss Pearl, because she has a special dress made out of pearls, which is, it's more like, you know, it's like strings of pearls, so you kind of like catch glimpses of her as the pearls wave back and forth. And she says, "Go ahead and take a seat, and then I'll start the show."
Before the show begins, Miss Bon Rouge.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I only do private dances.
Yeah, we should watch the show first.
I just want to speak my piece before I exit the room.
Okay.
I will not be staying for the show, but I do know that.
I see. Is there a problem?
It's just not my. You're a lovely lady.
You still have to pay for the time, though.
Of course.
Okay.
You will be plenty well compensated for your time. We come on behalf of Renee Contour.
Oh no, why is he sending more folks up here? I told him myself I am not in love with him. He pays me for my time, and that is all. We have a client provider relationship, and that is all.
Well then, that answers the one question I had for you, and I know my friend Guimont will compensate you for your time.
Here's my question. Do you like working here?
I suppose so. It pays well, and I have this lovely this lovely garment, 100% pearl shot pearls.
And it's a gorgeous garment. I commend you for wearing such a wonderful piece of
Mm-hmm.
clothing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
However,
She sees through your bullshit. Mm-hmm.
however, I want you to project yourself 5-10 years in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be here? Or are you going to want to be with a man who loves you, who you love, out living your life in green pastures, having a wonderful time,
Green pastures.
being provided for, being loved? Is that what you want?
I guess I never really thought about that. I don't want to end up like some of the ladies you see around here, where they're getting older and they gotta do some more things.
Yeah.
I guess I never thought about that, but that Renee is not. He is a marauder and a thief, and he is not an honest gentleman. And if I'm going to run away with someone, it's not going to be him.
He said he wanted to stop marauding, right?
And he is perfectly capable of supporting you and your potential children and providing with you a spectacular life together. Now, I understand that you don't love him, but we have a means for you to love him.
I don't understand. I'm confused. Is this one of those wug potions?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Did he send?
I'm clearly just like.
Did he send this wug man up here?
Now, I would never, ever force upon a feeling on you that you yourself would not want.
That is why we're asking you if you could want it.
Could you see yourself loving this man who clearly told us that he's willing to give up his life of rogue habits?
There's a sharp ethical quandary in this whole thing. If I take the potion and willingly, and I have the emotion, is that forced emotion any different than as if it was a genuine emotion? There's a serious ethical and moral dilemma.
Here's what I would like to propose besides the potion. Like he said, you project yourself 5-10 years in the future. I'm going to ask you, could you see yourself loving this man through knowing him?
No, I don't think I could.
One redeeming quality to this gentleman.
I mean, I suppose he is persistent and hardworking. No, not even hardworking, just persistent. But he did go through all the trouble to get a wug man to come up here and try to convince me.
Whoa! I'm just here as an impartial party upon his behalf.
I will have you know that some marauders are redeemable men. I was once a marauder, man.
You were?
Yep. And as soon as I found out, much like Renee, as soon as I found out some of the shady dealings they were doing, I got out.
You could even say that he's become rather otherworldly as of recent.
Yeah, he won't even watch the show. Gotta be.
I guess
Kinda
that's
good.
I guess that's true, but I don't know. He's just not a great dude.
Now, hey. I'm not going to force this on this young lady, so I'm going to put this, passes it to you, is out of my hands. I've said my piece. I've asked the questions that I felt were proper to ask, which you gentlemen do.
Does he have a lot of gold?
A lot of gold. Does he have a lot of gold?
I mean, he could. You said he's a very persistent man. Persistence can lead to hard work, and hard work can lead to beneficial monetary gains.
If he has a lot of gold, then Maybe then I could learn to love it. Give me the potion.
No, tell you what we're gonna do.
Man.
I don't want you to feel pressured by us in making this decision. So we're gonna put the potion right here on this table. I assume there's a table. We're gonna leave
After the show.
We'll go see another girl. I don't want it. After the show.
Pearl dress
After the show.
She clearly has something more important to be pondering upon.
We'll go see a different girl.
we paid for it.
No, yeah, we haven't. We're gonna leave the potion right here on this table. We're gonna leave.
And pay me for at least some of my time.
Of course.
It's completely fair.
Anyway, leave the potion on the table, and then leave, and then you can do whichever you like. So that way you're not pressured by us. No judgment. You can make the decision whenever you want.
Okay, thank you.
And 1 grand goat.
She like...
No.
No, that's 50 gold pieces.
Oh, okay.
It's a grand
Calf.
Is there not a place that she should be meeting this gentleman?
Yes. You should go to the wishing well. Go to the wishing well. If you choose to do it after you take the potion.
I'll mull it over. Thank you, gentlemen, for not coming in here and just slipping me the potion like I'm sure he would have.
We are no Mickey Finns.
Well. Brian's face. Hear that? Just went.
Thank you for your time. I hope you live a very long and happy life.
Long days and pleasant nights to you. She she clearly has a lot on her mind, and she sits down.
Twice as many as you, man.
Yes. We leave, and then we go. I'm gonna go back to the bouncer, and we go like, she didn't take any of our money or something. I'm gonna try and get in our room.
He said, "I'm sorry, sir. She did. You're saying she did not take your money?"
No, I didn't say that. I said she was horrible. I want a different girl.
You're saying she wasn't up to our standards.
It wasn't up to my standards.
Ooh. No, I mean,
well, sir,
we just didn't like her hair color, and so.
I see, sir.
So we'd like to do another one.
Of course, sir. He takes you to a different girl, a different show, a different life.
A different life.
I think we'll be bedding as everybody goes their separate ways. I think we'll be bedding down for the evening.
In the brothel?
You can borrow rooms there. They're very often hotels.
That's true.
Right.
It's an inn and brothel.
Before, right?
Sure. All right. Sure.
So I will pay for the evening and the night stay
Problems?
for everyone.
Coaching.
How much would that cost us?
It's probably like a gold piece a night.
Yeah.
But it's actually probably it's probably a gold piece a night per person. So it's
Alright.
like 5 gold.
Thank you, Mr. Jones.
I'm gonna need a few gold pieces, I think.
We got money from
Do I
Christine gave us money.
No, I never got the money.
Can I party
We got
with you,
some
man?
money before we-
Yeah, we're gonna go to the new girl.
Yeah, you go to the other show.
Yeah.
So I
What's that like?
don't make me.
Me and that big snake want to see what the show's about.
On that note, we're gonna call this session. We're gonna call this session over. Before I do something I regret.
Too late.
Questions, comments, concerns.
I'm sorry about your change.
No, it's fine. I honestly expected half as much, but I gave him the bliss to try to. I think the problem is chases and those kind of things stop working at higher levels unless this guy was like on par with you guys. If you were chasing like a 7th level creature, that'd be different.
Right.
But because you're like chasing a dude,
Yeah.
it's like I even gave him the bliss to try to like give myself some advantage. But when I roll a bunch of 1s on these saves, it's like no.
Yeah.
I should have
it's
given him either
you
more
got
of
a snake, you got a tripper, and you got 3 people who can cast just stuff.
Yeah.
Phones people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a fun idea though.
Yeah, that's a good
I
mechanic.
was looking
Love seeing
forward
it
to
again.
more of it. enjoyed
there's all kinds of fun things. There's like a door suddenly opens or a spilled drink. You have to make a deck save or slip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that was
Sharp
the best
turn.
part.
I like that it affects the person after you.
Yeah,
That's-
so like
yeah.
you knock over someone with drinks
Uh-huh.
and the drink spills on the person behind
Exactly.
you. It's very
Yeah.
cool.
It's a really good mechanic.
It's a fun way to do it.
I definitely enjoyed the the love potion ethics debate. I
like
thought that was
dilemma.
because it came down to like, okay, do we keep our word and like do we force a person into technically, like a slavery situation, and then that goes into its
Well,
own.
I think we found a nice middle ground where we're able to keep our word and.
Yeah,
and
you guys
right
actually did very well.
Although I definitely didn't want to leave that love potion. I just think that it's valuable.
I wonder what she's gonna do.
You're a little
That's
violent.
a good question. It's up to you to
Yeah,
decide.
you're her.
I
So.
know. I
Yeah,
don't know.
you're both
I
of
honestly,
them.
I don't know. I have to think long and hard about it because she definitely doesn't like him. But it's sort of like what you were saying, like 5-10 years down the line, like what is she gonna do?
That was a good argument,
Yeah.
especially for.
Like, does she have a madam that she answers to?
I guess. I mean, I imagine they
She
all do.
has to.
Whoever
Yeah.
the boss of the.
I would think.
whoever
What
the
are you
boss
gonna
of the
do when you get
establishment
older?
is.
So is she gonna attempt to be a madam? And
Hey,
that could be something she could.
Like, what does a lady of the night do into their, after their body starts to,
Yeah.
She'll probably go home to Pearl Shaw.
So she's from Pearl?
I just decided that right now. Maybe she will go
That's
home.
how she would get all those pearls, I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a lot. Really, as soon as I thought about that, it was like, I think maybe they're not 100% Pearl Shaw. I think that maybe they're,
Just a
I want to
ruse.
say,
yeah,
she doesn't need to worry about him having money, just sell the pearls.
yeah. But it's
Start
probably
describing the
not
dress. You're
real.
like, we should try to steal the dress.
It's probably they're probably just wood beads coated in shiny material. But
Oh, that's why you get 3 drinks in, so you don't know the difference.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, exactly.
pearls.
So
Wow.
she
Genuine
probably
Pearl
isn't from
Shaw.
Pearl Shaw. She's probably just from here. So I don't know. Maybe she'll go with him. His plan is to like move out all the way to like the farthest out city on the like farthest west outskirts and like I don't know farm or trap or something. So I don't know. We'll have to see.
I'm excited.
The Adventures of Rene Cordeau.
Yeah,
and-
maybe
and
when
Season 3.
Control.
Rene Conteur and Quinture and
Lee Bon
Lee Bon Rouge.
That would
Yeah.
That was a fun session.
Yeah.
That was good.
You guys are good at the interrogating stuff. I really like it.
Yeah,
Well, it's
there's
'cause
definitely a lot of
well, because we
flavors
got a
in-
nice mixture of like good cop, bad cop, whatever.
Dumbass.
Yeah, like because Patrick's good at going so like way farther than I'm going. So like I can play good cop to a degree, but then these guys are like point back even more than I do.
Sort of like good cop, bad cop, worse cop.
Yeah.
I feel like that should be our
There's
episode title.
there's
That's a good episode title. Good
There's-
cop, bad cop, worse cop.
there's southern hospitality, and then there's like long beautiful words, and then there's just like and then there's slick.
And then there's slit.
It's just like
I'm gonna have squeeze, like slowly nibble at your privates till you tell me where you're going.
Oh no.
Well, it's like, well, but like, given how much Slick like he has his snake eat people and that kind of thing, he's true to his word. Like he didn't want to
Yeah.
just like bail on that guy because he told he was going to do it. Like that's admirable in his own sense. you
Yeah.
know?
Right. Yeah. Now that you got the.
Now we
I-
start
The
getting
the thing that Squeeze ate in the last one, you said that there was like a bullywug.
The bullywug,
person, isn't
yeah, it was like a.
it? So
human
it was
bullywug.
smaller-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't like a full.
No, I mean bullywug are people sized.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
I thought they were smaller. I thought they were like
Wasn't like
shorter.
A little shorter.
it wasn't like this big hulking. Like,
No. It wasn't one of the huge bodyguard ones.
okay.
No, it was like a normal sized
All right,
person.
I just wanted to double check. I was like, I don't know if Squeeze could eat one of those guys.
Not that
But
we're
he's
big,
bullying.
right?
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
he's
that's-
large. I think he
That we're
can
on the
eat
same
people
ethical-
medium.
I
Yeah.
just think it would take a
Standing.
little longer.
Well, I mean, the fun part of doing the lug part is I can kind of
Yeah.
This ratio
Blend
is,
that line.
is a little exaggerated.
I really like it really is kind of a fun thing to think about. Like, if you do give someone the emotion, like, if you magically change someone's emotion to be in love with someone, like, because it would feel like a real emotion.
Yeah, they wouldn't know the difference.
But like, would you know that like I love this person, but I know I love this person just because I took this potion? Like what? Like
Yeah.
Well, I think
Well,
all
the problem
doubt
is
would go away.
unrelenting. So like she would
You'd
be
probably.
in love with him all the time, and then if he ever fell out of love with her, she would still
become
be.
psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
I like that.
Any comments my way? Any questions? Any concerns?
Yeah.
I want another chase scene at some point so we can get.
We
we
skipped
can do a
all the
little
way to the end of session 3.
Okay.
So we didn't finish session 1 at last session, and now we skipped to the end of 3. So I'll maybe we'll add another chase scene or something in here to.
And we gotta. I want to know if I think Slick can find the Wugwug priest, or at least the source of the
Wug Witch.
Or at least the source of the bad.
Oh, that's a good question. That's sort of the direction you guys are headed now, right? Is to find the Wug Witch.
Yeah, I'm definitely motivated now because if the swamp keeps getting bad, I can't live off of it. So
perfect. Swamp turned bad. Kidnappings. Bad Wug. Father. Friendship.
Vacation.
It's magic.
love.
Time magic.
Oh, and time power. That's
ultimate
true.
What is Jamie's always
Motivation. Power.
Time magic. Oof. We'll see how that goes. I haven't really thought past what that's going to do moving forward.
Well, except for you put us in debt.
Well, yes.
But that's
Yes, you are in debt. Or I
You
put
are in
myself
debt.
in debt. Great. If there's nothing else, we'll see you next week on Threshold. Be sure to comment, subscribe, check out our Patreon. We'll put all of that in some boxes around me with the annotations. And check out all this other stuff. I don't know what's going on with any of the other campaigns right now because we're too far in advance. But have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next Monday for Threshold Homecoming.